From White Iverson and global superstar to he fell off. The story of Post Malone is wild, but his sound never really changed. Let me show you how to get it. Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your favorite engineer, Drew, back with another video. And as you can tell by the intro, we are recreating Post Malone's preset, specifically in the song 92 Explorer. Honestly, one of my favorite songs from Post, but I wanted to break down the main chain. So let's get into the preset.
Money counter sounding like a chopper. Speaker system bumping, fuck your fucking block up. Used to mock him, now it's custom Bentley mock-ups. Killer drop a car from lockup. If you buy that car, why you like...
All right, so as always, what you guys just heard there was the paid version of the preset that you can get on my website right now for $19.99. So if you guys want to cop it, link in the description. I also have hundreds of other presets and templates ready for you to just buy, download, and sound like your favorite artist. But in this video, like normal, I'm going to be showing you guys the free preset. Now, some of you guys might be saying, oh, the preset isn't free. Now, that's because you came to this video too late. The free preset is going to be available to download for the first week of the video dropping, but after 1 week, the price is going to go up to $1. I'm still going to give you guys the sauce for free by showing you all the details in the plugins, so all you have to do is copy it yourself, and you can still have it for free. If you guys want to get the free downloads for any of my future presets, make sure you guys are subscribing and hit the post notification bell, because that way you're guaranteed to see this video right when it drops, and that way you can get the preset easy download for completely free. So first thing, what I want to do is I want to play you what my dry vocals sounded like just recording. So bear with me. There's no auto-tune on these or anything. So just a heads up, guys, because I'm not the best singer. So you're going to hear it.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded.
That's what my completely dry recording sounded like just into my SM7B. I am actually using the stock FL Studio Auto-Tune. So for those of you who are saying, oh, I don't have Auto-Tune or I don't have Waves Tune or anything, just use the stock pitcher. The settings are super easy to set up anyway. All you have to do is literally set the key of your song. So the original song 92 Explorer is in the key of G minor. I set the correction speed to 68. All right, next plugin that we have is the first EQ. I just used the parametric EQ. So right now we're taking out a bunch of lows. So I have a high pass all the way at 212 hertz. We're also taking out 4 decibels at 427 hertz. Just a little bit of that boomy, muddy range that I wanted to bring out of the vocal. And then we're going to boost 1,300 hertz by 3 decibels. This is going to bring some of that mid presence into the vocal. We're also going to boost up a little bit of the highs at 7,848 hertz. We're boosting that by 2.1 decibels. And I'm going to play it without and then with it, just so you guys can hear what it's doing. You're going to notice it's taking out a lot of that body, a lot of that low end, and brightening up the vocal a good amount and bringing some more presence in. So let's hear it.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Rock that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot what her name is.
So as you can see, when I brought that EQ in, it just made a really big difference in this vocal sound and starting to shape it back into how we want it. All right, next thing, we have everybody's favorite plugin in FL Studio, the Sound Godizer. I like the way that it just condensed my vocals, so that's why I kept it on here. And we're gonna use the B setting. I actually don't use this setting a lot, but I found that for this vocal tone I was going for, it helped a lot. All I did was drag up this knob. It says 45%, so that was my setting I went with. So let me show you what it's doing.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Rock that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot.
So as you can see, it felt like the vocal thickened up a little bit more. We brought a little bit of that thickness back, and it's starting to, compress it just a little bit. It's not like crazy squashed yet, but it's starting to get that tone that we're looking for. All right, next 2 plugins are the Fruity Compressor. I used serial compression for this. Now, what you'll notice with this is I almost treated it like a limiter for this first one because I just wanted to catch the peaks. All I did with this compressor, set the attack to 12 milliseconds, 75 release, 36.9 threshold, 10:1 ratio, and then I boosted the gain up, so I added some volume back. You're gonna notice this starts to squash the vocal, but it's also gonna get louder. So just keep that in mind when I bypass this back and forth. So let's hear it.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Rock that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot what her name is. She in the front seat head banging.
And then we're going to do another compressor. This one's a little lighter. We're actually using a 0 millisecond attack, so super fast on that. 220 millisecond release, negative 23.4 threshold, 1.7 to 1 on the ratio, and then 7.2 on the gain, so we're adding even more volume. And this is just condensing that vocal even a little bit more. So let's hear what this one's doing.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Ride that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot what her name is.
So, like I said, it's just condensing this vocal even more and bringing it nice and glued together. All right, next plugin. This is honestly one of the biggest plugins in the chain. This is the Maximus plugin. It's basically like a multi-band compressor slash limiter. But in this case, all I did was I moved around these knobs right here, the low, mid, and high, and I just dragged them down until it felt like the vocal kind of emulated the sound that I wanted. And this is really condensing the vocal even more and just bringing it together. Just check out the points where I brought them down to -4.6 for this one on the low, -4.9 on the mid, and then -8.7 on the high. So let me play without it, and then with it, you're gonna hear the difference that this makes.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Ride that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot what her name is.
So that Maximus really just tightened up this vocal even more. You're also going to notice that I'm recording in an untreated room right now, so you guys might hear some of the room noise. So that's something you guys are going to have to deal with when you're recording at home. There's really no going around that unless you treat your room. But besides that, we're going into another EQ. This one's a very light EQ. All I wanted to do was bring down some of that 360 hertz. Brought that down by 1.7 decibels, and I used a pretty wide Q, and then I boosted the high end at 6300 hertz by 1.7. Very small moves, but it makes a good difference. So let's hear it.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Ride that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot.
So to me, it brought back just a little bit more of that chestiness in the vocal. That's what I heard, just a little bit less of that oomph in it. So brought that back just a little bit, nothing too crazy. All right, last few plugins. This is a limiter, and this is doing some control, as well as Post Malone's vocal in the original song is pretty condensed, really tight, super tight. So for the settings for this, I boosted the gain up by 2.6 decibels, and then I lowered the ceiling to 5.8 decibels. So, and then the threshold, you're gonna have to mess with this depending on your recording situation. All right, final two plugins is my reverb and delay. This is adding that space. So all I did with this, I turned these all the way up, decays at 3.9 seconds, delay at 15 milliseconds, and then I brought the size to 29. Super simple reverb setting, and then I brought the wet to 9%. And then as well as the delay is I kind of left it all stock, and I just brought the cutoff down to 531 hertz. And this is just gonna add a little bit of a muffled delay in the background that kind of emulates what he had in the original song. So what I'm gonna do is play the vocal with both of these settings, and then you'll hear the full chain. So let's hear it.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Ride that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot what her name is. She in the front seat, head banging. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So as you can see, when I brought those in, it really added some space and depth in the vocal, and that's really going to help it match the beat a little bit better. If you just put this vocal in completely dry, it's not going to fit as well into the beat. So that is the free vocal chain right there. You guys saw all the settings. Make sure you guys are downloading it right now before it goes up to $1. Even at $1, it's still an insane price. You're not finding anything under this from like 15 bucks, even probably like 30 bucks. And like I said, it's all stock plugins. So as long as you're on FL Studio, you can use it. If you're not on FL Studio, I do have the paid version as well, which comes with literally the background tracks, the ad-libs, and everything you need to pretty much recreate the original song or use it in any of your own projects. So if you guys are interested in getting the full version of the template, make sure you go to my website and cop the full version of the preset. I'm telling you guys, it's super worth it. And I've helped thousands of people dial in their vocal sound with my presets. So what I want to do now is just play you guys the free preset with the beat and everything so you can hear what it sounds like. So let's do it.
120, come catch me. 40s inside of my belly. Shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Ride that Nirvana, my favorite. Damn, I forgot what her name is. She in the front seat, head banging. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Money counter sounding like a chopper. Speaker system bumping, fuck your fucking block up. Used to mock him, now it's custom.
So right there, you guys just heard the free preset. You also heard some of the background vocals and stuff that I recreated for the paid version. So if you, like I said, if you guys are interested, go on my website. You also have dozens of other presets to choose from. So if you don't want the Post Malone one, there's Drake, there's Party Next Door, there's Kid Leroy, there's Travis Scott. Keep commenting suggestions. And if you guys want to see anything mixing or mastering related, comment that down below as well. make sure you guys check out my website so you can cop these presets. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like I said, once we hit 5K subscribers, I have a big announcement and a big giveaway. So keep subscribing, keep liking these videos, and I will keep putting them out for you guys. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you comment who you want to hear next, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. Peace!